Leverage is important in making a movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're on it, when you're doing it, when you're in the middle of it all, you forget that you want to get a thing moving, and you know, you never know, but if you can get that angle,
yeah,
and you miss the angle. I remember when I was working with Francis, we were doing this funeral scene, and it was over. The shooting day was over. We lost the light. Although there was some light left, but it was 6 o'clock, and in those days, you know, the studio, those producers were right there, and they said it's over. And I remember leaving, and I felt rather good about it being over because I was tired, a long day. And of course, you know, I'm not behind the camera. I don't know what's going on. I saw Francis sitting there over the gravestones, a real gravestone, and he was crying, and literally sobbing. And I went over and I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "They won't give me another setup." He was crying about it, and I thought, this is how much it meant to him.
Yeah.
That extra setup, you know, and for people who don't know, it can make the difference in a scene.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and because he had planned it, he had storyboarded. Did you storyboard Insomnia?
You know, we storyboarded some of the action scenes, but I tend to do a lot of that in my head, and I don't shot list very much either.
Yeah.
Because I like to see what you're going to do with it. You know, when we get in the morning,
I see.
and we block the scene.